This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Another beautiful mural has come to life in Hazleton. We'll talk with one of the artists about the project next. Happy New Week and thank you for your time. I'm Ken Carr with a reminder that you can watch us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Plus, take all of your favorite SSP TV shows with you on the go with the new Samsung Productions app. Here's our headlines now from SSP TV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. First up, huge news in the world of sports. The Hazleton Area High School softball team is headed to the state championship game for the first time in program history. I followed Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman all afternoon on Twitter for updates. The Lady Cougars came back to beat Springford in the PIAA 6A semifinals. This is a photo taken from after the game at Parkland High School. The Cougars will now face either Chambersburg or Hempfield area in the title game on Thursday at 4 p.m. in University Park. Dave will have a full story in tomorrow's paper on this game, and we will be out in Happy Valley on Thursday to cover the state championship game. Congratulations to Coach Heather Nat and her team. In other news, Hazleton police arrested a 19-year-old for allegedly raping a 6-year-old child. Hazleton police arrested Sebastian John Wardingo, no current address, and charged him with rape of a child, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and other related crimes. Police were called to the area of 1st and Wyoming streets on Saturday night for a report of 2 adult males fighting. It was later determined that one of the men was the father of the victim, who allegedly walked into a room and discovered Wardingo pulling his pants up. The child was lying on the bed with his pants down. Officers took Wardingo immediately into custody. And one person had to be flown to a burn center after a fire damaged a home in Freeland yesterday. Freeland Fire Chief Joe Stepanski says that the kitchen was gutted and the rest of the home sustained water, smoke, and fire damage. The family has to stay elsewhere until the home can be repaired. One of the children is graduating tonight from Hazleton Area High School. The American Red Cross is helping the family. A state police fire marshal will investigate the exact cause. And state police are investigating a crash that killed a State Department of Transportation contractor from our area. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, and other media reports, it happened Friday night near Chambersburg. The 41-year-old man from Hazleton was setting up cones for a line painting contractor when he was struck by a tractor trailer on Interstate 81 in Franklin County. And in other news, it was the perfect day for a run or walk through Nescopec State Park, and many people came out to do just that as part of the 3rd annual 5K, 10K trail run and dog jog to benefit Community Services for Sight of Hazleton. Congratulations to the top finishers: Tessa Pollock in the Youth 1 Mile, Brian Herbst in the 5K run, Jeff Nutston in the 5K walk, Quinn Schaefer in the 10K run, and Melissa Ritz in the dog jog. The event also featured tricky trays and food. All money raised benefits the many services provided by Community Services for Sight. This past weekend, the finishing touches were put on a bright new mural in downtown Hazleton. We caught up with artists Jason Braun, Leah Baldwin, and Catalina Burgos at the Pine Street Playground in Hazleton on Saturday. The latest artwork focuses on the importance of community. Braun, who is also an assistant preschool teacher at the Hazleton One Community Center, talked about why murals like this are so important.
Having art into like this community, I believe it needs more art, and having that creative thought, and it has kids, looking at this and feeling, yeah, this is part of my community. This is where I'm from. This is, a lot of people here coming from here and starting a whole new life, really. So having something like this to make them feel proud that they belong here, and make them have that sense of creativity flowing through them as well.
This is the second mural recently added to downtown Hazleton. The first was recently completed on a wall behind Hazel Drugs at the corner of Broad and Wyoming streets in downtown Hazleton. It's a free celebration to recognize cancer survivors. Tonight, Lisa Sugart has the details on this very special event.
I am very pleased to welcome back to our studios our good friends, Laura Sitch, who is the site administrator for the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton on East Broad Street, and also Jane Dougherty. Jane is the chair of the American Cancer Society Steering Committee for the Greater Hazleton Unit. They're here to talk about a wonderful event now in its third year. This is the Cancer Survivors Celebration. Jane, this is a great event, and I know you've had tremendous support the past 2 years, and it continues to grow each year.
Yes, it does. We're a capacity crowd last year, so we're hoping for the same this year. We're very proud to co-sponsor this event. It's so important to celebrate our survivors. When we started events like the telethon that we do here 38 years ago, there were no survivors. Now we have lots of survivors, and we think that we want to celebrate that fact. It's due at least in part to research that the American Cancer Society funds, so we're very proud of that fact. There are over 15 million cancer survivors in the United States now, so we want these people to come out for a fun evening, a picnic with their families. It's all free. We want them to forget about that C word for the evening and just celebrate the fact that they are survivors.
And I would think that it's a great atmosphere because they've all gone through the similar thing. It might be different forms of cancer, but they've all been through it. They've all survived it. So it's a great place for them to share what they've gone through.
It is. It's a good networking opportunity. It's a good support group for each other. And it's just a wonderful evening. It's a picnic atmosphere, and it celebrates all the good things about summer.
Laura, this is a great event. So for people watching out there, who is invited to attend?
This is any cancer survivor and their families.
Okay, so now this is, like Jane said, a fun event. So tell us what's happening at it.
Well, first of all, we have all kinds of picnic food, which is always fun. This is going to be supplied by, or brought to us by Capriotti's. And we have hopefully an appearance by Tux or Champ, face painting, cotton candy, snow cones, so all sorts of fun things.
What was it like for you? Because you deal with people dealing with cancer on a daily basis. So what's it like to see them in this environment?
This is a nice change. You know, it just takes you away from, like Jane said, what they're facing and what they're going to be facing, and puts us in a different atmosphere. We're celebrating the survivors, having a good time, and kind of relaxing, at least for the moment.
Now, you need to get a count because she said there were a lot of people who turned out for this last year. So what do they do? They have to register?
They have to RSVP. Yes, that's very important. We need that for the food count for sure, and just to know how many are coming.
And there's prizes as well, I hear.
Yes, there are tricky trays, different prizes, 50-50 raffle, so a lot of fun.
So this is happening on June 21st. The rain date, which they hope they don't have to have, is June 22nd. It is happening at the Cancer Treatment Center, which is 1701 East Broad Street. The RSVP date, as Laura just mentioned, is June 16th. So you can call 570-459-3460, or you may email dcasatis@allianceoncology.com. You want to have a lot of people out there, as in past years, because you truly want to celebrate the strides that are being made in cancer research.
Yes, we do. We hope we have a capacity crowd again this year.
All right. So if you are one of the many people, as Jane said, that are now cancer survivors, and we're proud that we do have so many, please, you and your family are invited to this wonderful event. It is free, so please, all you have to do is pick up the phone or email to let them know that you will be showing up and you're in for a great celebration for a wonderful cause.
Thank you for that story, Lisa. Coming up next on SSP TV News, the Lehigh Valley Health Network has a way for Scholastic athletes to stay in shape during the summer. And in sports, our John Eric Poli recaps this weekend's exciting Pocono 400. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSP TV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Attention all junior and high school athletes. Boy, do we have a program to tell you about. Here to tell us all the details is Michael Bigatel. He is an exercise physiologist for Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Michael, this is a great camp that goes on for quite a few weeks for athletes, I guess, to really stay in shape or get in shape.
Exactly. We're trying to get athletes of all different sports to come in baseball, football, soccer, track and field, just to improve their skills, whether it be speed, agility, just strengthen different areas of their body, improve their total all-around fitness altogether.
Now, you've been doing this for a few years, so I'm sure that the athletes really gain satisfaction out of this and stay in shape, because maybe they wouldn't be doing this if they weren't going to this camp.
Exactly. We just want them in the off season to try and come in, maintain maybe what they built during their regular season of sports, try and continue and build off of that. We will alter for certain athletes too, whether you come from football, maybe more strengthening type of exercises. If they come from soccer, maybe more like lateral quickness or something like that. Just try and improve different certain things in each sport that each kid participates in.
Great, so this sounds really cool. So this is taking place when?
June 19th to July 21st.
Okay.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. till 11:30.
Okay. So now, who is eligible? Do they come as an individual? Do they come as a team?
Individuals, teams, everyone's welcome. All junior high through high school students.
And what is the cost?
$120. The program will last 5 weeks. And if some weeks maybe a student or an athlete cannot make, we will extend the time frame and give you a couple extra days if you're going on vacation or whatever it may be.
Also very accommodating with that. Now, if they are interested, do they need to register? What do they need to do?
They could call the Wellness Center, or they could stop in at the fitness department, and we'll get you all set up, registered.
This is taking place at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center, and if you would like to register in advance or you have questions, you can call 570-501-6750. Again, it is taking place June 19th through July 21st, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to 11:30 a.m. So if you're interested in being a better you for your upcoming season, whatever it is, football, basketball, soccer, this is the place to do it. It is, again, called the Athletes Edge Program at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center. Check it out.
Time now for weather on SSP TV News.
Well, it seems summer has arrived in our area, and with the warmer temperatures, please remember to keep your dogs safe and indoors, and if they are outside, put them in the shade with water. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 67, should be warm. Tuesday, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms likely, mainly after 4 p.m. We could have some heavy storms with some heavy rainfall, so look out for some minor flooding. We do have a hazardous weather outlook for our area. Our high will be 86 degrees. Tuesday night, we have a 30% chance of thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 62. On Wednesday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 78. Wednesday night will be mostly cloudy with a low of 56. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 72. Thursday night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 54 degrees. Our Friday, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, cloudy, high in the upper 60s. And then Friday night, 40% chance of showers, cloudy, low of 61 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. We're open weekdays, 3:30 to 8 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt. Now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. And like us on Facebook.
Here's your midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 252, your pick 3 numbers 075, and the rest of your midday winning lottery numbers. Stay tuned here to SSP TV News. When we come back, we have a lot in sports as we recap a very busy race weekend. We'll take you to the Pocono 400 and the Weatherly Hill Climb. We'll be right back.
Time now for sports on SSP TV News.
It was an exciting Axalta presents the Pocono 400 in Long Pond on Sunday. Our John Eric Poli presents our coverage of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race.
Kyle Busch entered yesterday's race confident, starting in the pole position, and rightfully so. Early in the race, it was Busch who was way out in front of the rest of the pack, who was trying to chase him down. Lap 25, Busch heads to the pit, and Erik Jones capitalizes on the opportunity and takes the lead. His lead wouldn't last too long, though. Fast forward to lap 80, the halfway point of the race, and Busch has a huge lead. Now to the ending of the race. Lap 148 of 160, and Busch is still in control, but not for too much longer. 2 laps later, Ryan Blaney is right on Busch's tail, trying to move into first.
It appeared that Kyle Busch was going to win this race, however, a late caution changed the outcome.
Busch, who opted not to go into the pit late in the race during a caution, now finds himself on old tires and out of the lead. Blaney and Kevin Harvick would pull away from everyone, and in the end, Blaney edges out Harvick for his first career Cup Series victory.
He was, he's a closer, and I grew up watching Kevin win a bunch of races in the last 10 laps, and all I could think was just don't mess up and don't make a mistake, and don't miss the line. You know, if you just kind of if you hit the line and take air away, it'd be tough for him to pass us, and he was really good to me, not driving in there and getting me really loose. He makes me really clean, and I appreciate that.
The tricky triangle isn't known for giving out first career victories, but this marks the second straight race that Pocono has seen someone taste victory lane for the first time. Blaney was happy to get his first win at a track that he went to as a child.
We've had a rough month and a half, and to come and rally and come out here and win at a place where I highly enjoyed coming to as a kid, watching my dad race, and have had pretty decent runs here, and it's so cool to finally finish it off for the Wood Brothers, and it just feels awesome.
Sunday was a day filled with excitement for Blaney, while for others like Kyle Busch, it was filled with disappointment. Either way, it was a great race at Pocono. Reporting for SSP TV Sports, I'm John Eric Poli.
Thanks, John. And John wasn't the only member of our SSP TV News family at the Pocono Raceway over the weekend. Local motorsport journalist Dino Alberto was there as well, and he'll be in tomorrow to talk about his experience at Pocono Raceway. And we'll also discuss the Weatherly Hill Climb. The Weatherly Hill Climb had 103 registered drivers for the spring event this weekend. One of the drivers was the borough's own mayor, Tom Connors, driving the number 77 Mazda 323. He called his team the Pit Power Racing Team for his favorite dog breed, pit bulls. We'll hear from the mayor tomorrow on SSP TV News, and he will be the focus of a feature on the season 4 premiere of SSP TV's Out of Left Field coming this September. Kurt Eichenberg had the fastest time up the hill this weekend, getting to the finish line in just under 51 seconds, according to PAHillclimb.org. Well, we're going to keep the fun rolling now with the SSP TV standard speaker scoreboard. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, they moved to 21 games over 500 as they beat Scranton Wilkes-Barre on Sunday. The Cubs, they moved back to 500 with a win over the Rockies. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Ron Marchetti. I'm sure he's fired up with this week's edition of Trivia Treats.
Who is the only Major League pitcher with 2 consecutive no-hitters? Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Treats. It only happened one time in Major League history. Back-to-back no-hitters. Answer: Johnny Vandermeer, by leading the Reds to a 6-0 defeat of the Brooklyn Dodgers at Ebbets Field on June 15th, 1938. 4 days earlier, Vandermeer no-hit the Boston Braves 3-0 at Crosby Field in Cincinnati. 43 years ago in 1974, pitching for the California Angels, Nolan Ryan struck out 19 batters and walked 10 in 13 innings of a 4-3 15-inning victory over the Red Sox. Ryan fanned 13 in the first 6 innings while striking out Cecil Cooper 6 times. He exited in the 13th after throwing 235 pitches. Barry Raziano, Ryan's relief on the mound, pitched 2 scoreless innings and recorded California's 20th strikeout. Louis Tiant hurled a complete game for the Sox, facing 56 hitters while tossing an undocumented number of pitches that unofficially was estimated at 295. Mother of God! It turned out to be the only win of Barry Raziano's Major League career. Also on this day, while switching from baseball, or giving baseball a break, let's say it, in 1949, 68 years back, at Briggs Stadium in Detroit, American Jake LaMotta won the middleweight boxing championship from Marcel Cerdan of France. Suffering from a dislocated shoulder, Cerdan failed to answer the bell for the 11th round. LaMotta won despite injuring his left hand in the 3rd round. He had to resort to jabs, but was still able to pummel Cerdan into a submission. A rematch between LaMotta and Cerdan was scheduled for December 2nd at Madison Square Garden, but that bout would never take place. Cerdan died tragically on an Air France flight from Paris to New York that crashed on October 29th, exactly 33 days before the scheduled December 2nd fight. Jake, the Raging Bull LaMotta, remained middleweight champion of the world till Friday. Be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Kindergarten registration in the Hazleton Area School District for the 2017-2018 school year will be held by appropriate school by appointment only on the days listed below. Appointments can be made by calling 570-459-3111, extension 3000. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSP TV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Eleanor Antolik, Flowertown. The Harmon Funeral Home is handling the arrangements. Carmen Corrado, Hazleton. Mass will be Tuesday at 10 a.m. at the Holy Rosary Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. in the church. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Virginia A. Fox, Hazel Township. The Hazel Chapel of the Croft and Hughes Funeral Home is handling the arrangements. Michael J. Friendy, Hazleton. Mass will be Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. at the Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Gene C. Corey, drums. The Harmon Funeral Home is assisting the family. Orion Mattis, Hazleton. Funeral will be Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Joseph J. Mahal, Weatherly. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the parish of SS Surreal and Methodist Church of St. Joseph. Robert G. Radke, Barnesville. The Hazel Chapel of the Croft and Hughes Funeral Home is handling the arrangements. Carol L. Sukal, Berwick. Mass is Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the St. Mary's Church in Berwick. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 a.m. until the funeral. John J. Jelinek, Hazel Township. Mass will be Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Church of Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And in memory of Jane Brotzman, missing you each and every day on this 1 year today since you went away. Love your sisters and brothers. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSP TV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Angelo Cristino of Hazel Township. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
So the final score, Hazleton Area 8, Springford 5 in the state semifinals for softball. How did it happen? Well, we had hits by Kira Antolik, Tiana Treon, and also Taylor Kashak, bringing in the Cougars to come back in a big inning. They were down 4-0. They helped them take a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the second. A lot to celebrate in our area, the Lady Cougars softball team, and John Eric Polai's birthday. It was yesterday. Happy birthday, sir. Ardino Alberto got to present an award to a NASCAR driver over the weekend, and he'll talk about that tomorrow in his segment. So a lot going on. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everybody.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.